In light of certain events in recent Critical Role episodes, it's time for our favorite time of the week, Critical Role Theory time. That's right, today on FraudOnTheTele, we're going to be discussing a number of Critical Role theories for Campaign 3, namely Imogen's mother, the future of Campaign 3 in the Apogee Solstice, and Otohan's poison. As always, if you enjoyed the video and learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out some of our other Critical Role content. And let's just get right into it, shall we? So Campaign 3, Episode 39 of Critical Role gave us some revelations on Imogen's mother, namely that she seems to be alive. At the end of the episode, Imogen casts sending a message to her mother, to which her mother replies, and then the episode ends. Now, we know extremely little about Liliana Timmelt, Imogen's mother, in Critical Role, but we seem to know that she has some kind of an important role to play in the upcoming Apogee Solstice, Ruidus arc, and just everything that's going on with these Ruidus-born people. It's presumed that at one point, Liliana must have lived with Imogen in Gelvin, the small little ranch town that Imogen grew up on. However, though, Imogen doesn't seem to have really any memories of her mother, and her father speaks very little about her, almost as if something happened possibly between the both of them. We've learned through a number of characters that she has taken part over the years in a few experiments and research studies onto the works of Ruidus and Ruidus-born people. We discovered that she, in fact, also has psionic kinetic-like abilities similar to Imogen, and hers seem to be, from what we've heard, pretty strong. Something that I do think is interesting, though, is that if I remember correctly, Imogen cast the spell Sending. Now, the only requirements for Sending, from my understanding, is that you just need to be familiar with the target of the Sending spell. They can be anywhere in the world or anywhere on another plane, potentially. So, Imogen's mother may not even be in the prime material. I mean, it's unlikely, but there's a chance she might even be in Ruidus, as we'll talk about this later, but I think Ruidus might be on another plane, or possibly its own plane in itself. The only interaction besides in last episode we've had of Imogen's mother has been in Imogen's dreams, where she seems to reappear in the midst of a red storm in Imogen's home and tell her to run. It's not exactly clear if Imogen's mother is also plagued by these red Ruidus dreams. We can definitely assume that she probably is as well, especially if she keeps showing up in Imogen's dream, as we already know that there's some weird dream stuff going on with Ruidus, as we've seen Otohan's ability to seemingly enter other people's dreams. Now, a crazy theory that I've seen banded around the Critical Role community is that possibly Imogen's mother might have wiped her and her father's memories for certain reasons we just don't know. That would be why Imogen has no real memories of her mother and why her father refuses to speak about her. Now, this also could be due to the fact that her mother was Ruidus-born, and Ruidus-born people throughout Exandria are oftentimes chastised and have a stigma against them as they're viewed as kind of ill-omened people that have been born with bad luck or some kind of curse upon them. They're just misunderstood, so oftentimes many Ruidus-born people hide their Ruidus-born identity. Let me know in the comments down below what you think Imogen's mother is up to. It seems like she's probably going to have a pretty important role in the upcoming Apogee Solstice and possibly revealing a lot of information about Ruidus, as she seems to be interlinked into studies that have been going on with Ruidus in Eos, where it just so happens to be our party is heading to. Hopefully, the conversation between Imogen and her mother will continue next episode, but I guess we're just going to have to wait until then. Next up, I want to talk about Otohan's poison, the strange poison that no one seems to know any idea or anything about, that prevents people being killed by it from being resurrection. Revivification magic just doesn't work on them. Now, I put a theory out on TikTok and Twitter the other day of what I think is going on here. In my opinion, it seems that Otohan's poison prevents people from being brought back to the prime material because possibly their souls are being trapped within Ruidus. Now, we know Ruidus has a divine gate lattice-like structure around it, one that was possibly a precursor, most likely a precursor to the divine gate that was built by the prime deities post-Calamity. You get all that? Now, we know that this poison is pretty much unknown on Exandria. I mean, FCG rolled a nat 20 on a check on it, and he got nothing. Zilch. Nada. It's most likely from Ruidus, then, would be my guess. And the reason why souls cannot be brought back is because they, for whatever reason, can't pass through the divine gate within Ruidus. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's come up with a theory like this. I've yet to see one like this, and I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm pretty wedded to this theory until we get any other further information. There's a lot of reasons why potential gods trapped in Ruidus would want souls, as souls are power and energy in many ways, or possibly even, that city that we saw in the moon, well, it needs people to live in it, so possibly, I don't know, they bring the souls in, and then whatever plane that they're on, these souls can live as people. Now, all of this is just pure speculation. I mean, we can think of a host of reasons why, like we said, these gods would want souls of potential people on the prime material, and if their ultimate goal is to unleash themselves again onto the prime material plane, then it does make sense, I guess, why, in many ways, they would do this. Ultimately, though, we just don't know, as we don't have really any information about this poison. It's most likely from Ruidus or linked with Ruidus in some kind of way, that we know for sure. Another reason why I think it's potentially like this is that it brings the possibility that all of those killed by this poison could be potentially brought back later on, once the whole Ruidus problem is dealt with, looking way down the line. Now, I don't know if Matt would do something like this, but I can see an epilogue where Aurum is reunited with his husband and the party potentially reunited with Esteros, that Matt had planned all along. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of my theory of Otohan's poison? Do you have any theories on Otohan's poison and how it potentially works? For now, guys, though, I think that I'm onto something here. Finally, I want to touch on the future of Campaign 3 post-Apogee Solstice. So we know that the Apogee Solstice is coming, and it's coming real quick. Many people have pointed out on Reddit and social media that it doesn't seem likely that our heroes are going to be able to stop this solstice and whatever the heck is going to happen with all of the actors in play in time. They just aren't high enough level, they don't have enough power, it doesn't seem they have enough connections to do this. So then it seems that the future of Campaign 3 and the bulk of the story is going to be a kind of Final Fantasy-esque sense where a huge calamitous-esque event happens, no pun intended, as this would be an event that would be potentially akin to the calamity that Exandria has faced, an unleashing of malevolent gods potentially on Exandria, where the divine gate exists, so the other gods have no way of manifesting themselves on the prime material plane to help with the problem. It seems very much like the rest of Bell's Hell's journey is going to be potentially trying to salvage the rest of Exandria and the prime material and fix whatever issues have begun or been caused by the Apogee Solstice and just exactly whatever the heck is planned. Now, obviously, the Ruidus God theory is the popular one, but until the Apogee Solstice happens or until we start getting some more answers, we really just don't know what the heck is going on here. We just don't know. It could be actually anything. Now, I'm wedded to the God theory pretty hard because it seems to me the one that makes the most sense and the one that's been teased the most. But at the end of the day, we just don't know, and we gotta wait. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think's gonna happen with the Apogee Solstice and post-Apogee Solstice? I mean, right now, we're only at episode 39, about to be episode 40 in the coming week at the time of recording. Campaign 2 was over 140 episodes, if I'm remembering correctly. So if that's the case, anything to go on, we probably have another 100+ episodes to get of Campaign 3. So it would only make sense then that a good portion of those 100+ episodes are going to be devoted to fixing whatever the heck is going to happen on the Apogee Solstice and with Ruidus. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on all these theories in the comments down below, and crazy Ruidus and Critical Role Campaign 3 theories that you have. If I like some of them, and I think that some of them are interesting, we might even include them in our next video. As always, guys, I hope to see you in the next video. Stay safe out there. Peace. Love. Adu.